1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 testing 1 2 1 yeah sweet.
We're here in Leckwith tonight, covering the under-21s PDL fixture between Cardiff City and QPR. Both teams just lining up at the moment on the halfway line. My name is Tom Hopkins and I'm joined today by Sean. Sean, what are your expectations from this evening's match?
Good evening, Tom. Evening, everyone. Well, horrible conditions to start off with, but will that make for a more entertaining game? We'll wait and see. Obviously, want to bounce back after the last league game, but hopefully with the team that's out there tonight, we'll have a good chance of doing so.
Yeah, precisely that. I think that form recently for City overall strong, and you can see that in the position at the moment on that league table. Just the teams tonight, starting 11. 1 Jake Dennis, 2 Noah Williams, 3 Louis Giles, 4 Cody Twos, 5 captaining is Jack Kingdon, Lester Bono at 6, Manny Barton 7, number 8 Matthew Apter, number 9 Jake Davis, 10 Troy Perrett and 11 Trey George, with a bench consisting of Ewan Griffiths, Dan Ola, Jack Thomas, Harry Watts and Gabriel Keita. And for the visitors, QPR, number 1 Matteo Solomon, number 2 Fraser Neal, 3 Jaden Putman, captaining the R's this evening is Alex Wilkie, number 5 Caden Voice, number 6 Isaac Alameo, number 7 Jake Coombs, number 8 Alexander Ahora, number 9 Ridwan Uluahi Hassan, number 10 Philip Sanyaolu, and number 11 Jalen Pearman. Heading up now ahead of kick-off. Fitz just to take it. Back they go to the keeper, Matteo Solomon. Hoist it long. Straight out for throw-in. Back they go on the far side. And to the set defender. Now Putman with the ball at his feet. Let's go back to Voice. Voice across to the captain. Wilkie puts it long. Thrown again for the Bluebirds. Now City with the ball. Back to Dennis between the sticks. To DeBono. Looks towards Kingdon, but opts to hold on to the ball a little longer here. Eventually does pass it across the field to the skipper. Well forward there. Now on the near side, Barton. Looks for Perrett, but it's cut out well. Now on the near side, Noah Williams. Goes back with the throw-in. Kingdon. Kingdon to Dennis. Jake Dennis across to Elias DeBono. Kingdon. Matthew Apter now. Just real involvement for him. Just dropping in that midfield role. Now City recycle around the back here. Kingdon again from De Bono. Back to Dennis. City just poised here, looking for an opening it seems. Williams now on the ball on this near side. Puts past Stray, however.
We're used to that patient build-up though from City. Take their time, wait for the opening, and if it's not on, they won't force the issue either. Against this QPR team in particular, who do look quite defensively solid early on. So I'm sure City will find the gaps they need to exploit.
Precisely that, and hard work just to win the ball back. So QPR look to break now. Slight overlap perhaps, but plenty of blue shirts coming back and the tackle's made. A reset for QPR. Royce goes back to Wilkie. Forward. Plenty of blue shirts around again. Quite an aggressive press. Hopeful ball put forward, but Jake Dennis is there just to collect calmly. Ball cycled now on his near side with Neil Williams. Hingdon supporting. Receiving the ball from right back. Now De Bono on the other side. A battle here. Just the edge of the City area. Back goes to Putman. Near the halfway line now.
Really good regrouping from City there, losing the ball just inside of their own half. QPR came forward quite quickly, but really good regrouping in the defensive line.
Putman on the other side now. Quick 1-2. Has to go back rather than cross. It's out for a goal kick.
Always good for the defensive parents to deal with that first cross into the box. Just puts them steady, gives them a bit of confidence going forward through the game now.
Yeah, good cross from Iraha. City looking to just get out, but a bit of a battle so far. Good work by Apter though to find Perrett here. Twos now. Just playing it back to De Bono. Perrett on the halfway line receives it, tries to loft it forward towards George, but no such luck. Push in the back there perhaps. Playing from Kingdon towards the referee, but not getting anything. Throw-in was taken quickly, and now QPR reset back in their own half. Again out wide. QPR coming out on top this time. Back to Matteo Solomon. Free kick won by Manny Barton. Good work from him there, just staying upright and trying to break away. Kingdon and De Bono, a lot of interplay between them so far. Bit of a slip there rather than a foul. Referee agrees and Barton just tries to run onto that loose ball there. However, it is put forward by Apter, now on the far side. Let's see what City can do with it. To the opposition half for the first time properly so far, and have they managed to score here? Yes, they have. It's a great finish in the end, isn't it, Sean?
Really good, and it all comes from Trey George, who's found himself in a lot of space out there, out wide in this early part of the game. Starts with him, quick and nice little passes, and then release Perrett, who manages to get the ball into the back of the net. A really good start for City.
Yeah, exactly that. Just doesn't look like it's really going to end up anywhere. That ball looks like it might be cut out quite easily, but no, it's managed to find its way through, and Perrett did very well just staying on the right side of the offside trap there. Not to mention it is a great finish in the end. Takes a nick off the keeper, but plenty on it to get over the line before it's cleared. First real chance for City, and they've scored from it.
It's what you want to be. You want to be clinical. Doesn't matter how you do it, when you do it. As long as you're putting your chances away, you've got a good chance of winning football matches.
Now that early defensive resilience from City, obviously something you imagine they will need to maintain for the remainder of this match. While the R's do get a cross in, it's bobbled up a little and hit well over the mark.
There's been a few chances like that for QPR. The striker's managed to find himself in that position, but it's a lack of composure early on. City's defence won't be worried yet, but it's a sign that something they need to keep an eye on for sure.
It certainly seems a big physical presence at the back again to be wary of, and luckily for us watching of the City persuasion, we do have Jack Kingdon and Elias Bournemouth, who are very solid between the pair of them, comfortable on the ball as well. There you have it, see, just finding his fellow centre back. Kingdom to Williams now. Barton gets along nicely well there. I know Williams in a bit of a foot race on this near side. Dispossessed, unfortunately. Good effort from him. Now just racing back into that defensive position he started from. Meanwhile, a bit of a mix-up at the back there. Good defensive header in the end, though, and claimed by Matteo Salomon. That's a mark of the conditions tonight, isn't it?
I was going to say, it has been torrential rain all day, and we're seeing the result of that, and I'm sure that won't be the last of the evening either.
No, we've already seen a couple, haven't we? And imagine it's not ideal for playing pretty football in. City perhaps rewarded for being a bit more conservative on the ball, especially around the back where they don't want to be making mistakes.
Yeah, it's important to get a feel before, especially when it's slippery like this. You need to know how much you can control it, about touches, and City have done a really good job of that so far this half.
Early days, of course, but as you say, Sean, defensively switched on and just taking that one chance they've had. Unfortunate there, I think. Missing out on the throw-in. Salomon again, plays it short this time. They are looking to build on that far side. Back they come. In towards Voice. Brings it near now to Putman. Breaks into the City half. Cleverly just cuts it back now towards Alameu. It's won by the Bluebirds. Safety in Bournemouth on the back line. Towards Perrett, who brings it down nicely. Barton unfortunately just offside, but a good idea from Perrett to get it away quickly and down the line.
I thought they might come back with a foul there on Perrett, but no, the offside given. But again, really good. We'll see we know what Manny Barton wants to do. He wants to get out wide, wants to get into space, run into those channels. Unfortunately, not to find him on that occasion.
Put out there by Williams, who's seen his teammate down on the halfway line. Seemed to have taken a bit of a knock during a mix up there, just as we say, conditions leading to some heavier touches, which leads to people being a bit out of sorts, out of position. Cody 2's back up on his feet. Hopefully one is just able to walk off now. Looks as though, yeah, he will be resuming once the referee allows him back onto the pitch, that is. Kindly throw in is sent towards Jake Dennis, and Twos rejoins. Once again here, with the press on him this time, goes forward. It's won by the R's on that far side. Perrett sliding in with the challenge, but I think a free kick called for an earlier foul. Referee not happy with the placement of the ball there, twice in a row.
So he won't mind that at all. Give him a chance to set defensively. And see, the first free kick, we talked about that first cross in the opening minutes, but if they can defend this one, another badge of confidence.
Well, I think they were looking for the quick or the spectacular there, but I think with these conditions as well, adding to a bit of difficulty on delivering that cross, not gone as liked.
One of those that on paper looked quite good, but poorly executed, and they can't use that one again. City will know what will happen.
Williams finding Kingdon there to just clear it long. Now into the QPR half. It's gone out and City win the throw in. Put them just a little short. Williams back to Kingdon again. Dennis now. His first touch is passing it to after. Kingdon. Nice little cut back there from the skipper. Showing some good footwork. Jake Dennis, just a bit of space, bit of time now. Find Kingdon and Williams there. Plenty to be seen on that near side so far between these two. Williams commits a foul trying to win that back. And takes it. Back he goes to the keeper. Salomon. Kingdom's there again, heading it forwards. Now City perhaps looking for a bit of space here. George runs onto it on the edge of the area. There's the ball and City starts to recycle around there. Push back a little. Twos and towards after. chip ball towards Williams. City now just a bit more comfortable in the opposition half, it seems. On the halfway line, Bournemouth just calmly enough. As twos, look for Barton, who once again, unfortunately, just caught out by that offside line. A good idea, though, isn't it, from the Bluebirds, and patient play, and then suddenly changing up the tempo.
Definitely, and what you've seen early on is, again, good understanding between that front four. They know if one of them goes into a different position, the other can cover quite easily. I think both Manny Barton and Trey George are having really good success down the wings, but just about timing those runs at the last minute.
Exactly right. We just missed there a foul near the halfway line by Cody Twos. Perhaps necessary in midfielder's opinion, just to stop that counter. QPR just parting it on the back here, looking for it to get forward, but the City press is thorough. Salomon now towards Neil. Back to Neil on the near side, but takes one glance forward and decides to go back instead. Here's that press. QPR just able to get the ball out of their half. Towards Putman. To have brought it down pretty well. Bit of a battle now between himself and Noah Williams. Manny Barton gets involved. There's a challenge, it's a good one from Matty Apter.
It's been a really good battle between Williams and Putman early on. You can tell Putman really wants to get forward, but Noah Williams is really holding his place well, making sure he doesn't get past him, and he's been his equal all throughout this first half.
Really has, yeah, as you're saying, good physicality shown between the two, isn't it? And Williams, I think, doing a lot of hard yards so far. I suppose in his position, of course, it's handy when you've got someone like Jack Kingdon just behind you, when you've got the ball at your feet, or even if you're defending, you've got that backup there. But Barton showing that defensive capability as well, dropping in where needed. QPR now just into the City half again. Back they go. Voice. Wilkie, and then out again, but he's miscued the pass there. City have it again. De Bono now finds Apter. Back to De Bono. Well done there by Apter, just not overcommitting. Kingdon across to De Bono. Patient play again from City. Kingdon to Williams. Williams again, forwards to Barton, just hasn't quite got out the trap. Seems to have taken perhaps a bit of a knock there.
There's some good quick passing again from City, just those little triangles. And if Barton wasn't impeded there, would he have been set free? We'll never know, but that looked, again, a really nice promising move from City.
Seemed to have caught something perhaps in the chest. Nonetheless, QPR now have the ball. Pinball, it seemed, on the halfway line, but City again just coming out on top with possession. Now Kingdon to Williams. Williams into Apter. Back to Kingdon again. Just his triangle's really effective so far in defending when they are coming up either side. And
you can tell the QPR forwards are in two minds whether to press constantly or not, and that will give space for the likes of Apter and Cody Twos to make its quick turn and play in those forwards.
Kingdon to the one out. Towards the halfway line. Back to Dennis. His only real involvement has been with the ball at his feet so far. City just comfortable here in that space that they're afforded without the press. Ball by Apter, it's recycled quickly. Apter again now. Been just looking for those really incisive balls, isn't they? They're giving them the platform, I think, a bit of space for him to just have a look up. Try and find the likes of either Barton, George, or Perrett. Good aerial battle won there by Kingdon, heads it well forwards. George taking on the shot there. Probably a good idea, given how he's got that little bit of space again.
I think as soon as the ball bounced up, his eyes must have lit up at the, you know, I think I can do this. Fortunately, execution wasn't there, but again, good ideas from the City forwards.
You can't fault them having a go when there's little else on, seemingly. And Solomon again. That's too long. Kingdon wins the header though. Great work from him, just watching it for choosing the right time to make his move. Good ball forward by Debono, of course, there. Now, Perrett looked to have made that line-breaking run, but it is cut out nicely in the end. City winning the throw-in. Williams now on the near side. Got Barton in front of him, but opts for safety with Kingdon instead. Again, not forcing things here. City have the lead and want to, well, keep it.
And the thing is, if you have the ball, you're going to tire the defence out eventually with the constant movement they have to do across the pitch. And when those defenders tire, more gaps will open up. And I'm sure City will then choose their time to exploit that.
I think we saw glimpses of it, and certainly a good look with the opening goal. Just that switch of pace that they can provide with the passing and just opening up teams that way.
And Perrett has been trying to make those runs all throughout this first half, so clearly it's a plan, and we've seen it work once, and I'm sure it'll work again later on in this match.
Great ball forward there by Apter. Bono as well. Plenty of good passing seen from him so far this evening. Good idea from Williams as well to find Barton. Solomon does clear in the end there. City winning the throw-in. Williams now to Kingdon. Bit of pressure now from the R's in the press. Seemed to be a bit of a push in the back there, but nothing given. Great work again there by the skipper. Kingdon just rushing out, and of course the ball now still in play. Got to wonder perhaps if QPR may have overcommitted, but so you're not looking to counter right away, giving them a chance to reset. Free kick finally won by City there. It's been 1 or 2 coming together in the build-up to that QPR chance.
It's fantastic defending from Kingdon. As soon as the ball goes back, he's alert. He knows what's going to happen and puts in a big block. Really good defending from the captain.
Yeah, and very wise of him there as well. He's not overcommitted and helped the other player to maybe sell it as a foul.
I think there's also a temptation in these conditions to maybe slide in, make us out, but no. Really good defensive awareness from Kingdon.
And of course in these conditions I think if he had slid he'd have ended up in the other half. How's that for a chance? Just wide of that far post. Great build up again by the Bluebirds. Short goal kick and now goes back to Salomon. A little awkward for him, he's not able to pick it up. Hacks a clearance away, but City have the ball again now. Williams back to Kingdon. Comfortable enough from the right back. Bono and Dennis. Just playing it between each other. Now here's that press perhaps. Certainly inviting it on, as both centre-backs are fairly static when they are receiving the ball. They're not taking steps forward.
But again, it keeps the forwards guessing because they don't know whether, because the defenders have the ability to either play it short back to the likes of Dennis or into the midfielders, or they can find long and go for the likes of Barton or Trey George. Therefore, it's really difficult for the QPR defence to commit one way or the other.
The only really worrying moment I think was a couple of minutes ago with that press, but again City coming out on top with it, but something to be aware of perhaps, that they are willing to suddenly surge forward. Referee pulling play back here, treatment needed seemingly. Hopefully all good for Louis Giles there on that far side. Kingdon dead forward there towards Perrett. Great ball from him. Perrett in turn looking for that sweet pass into the area, but cut out well in the end. After looking to make amends and get that ball back, but plenty of blue shirts just suffocating the chance really. Now City reset and they're ready to go again. Bono's just got the ball now. This is laterally towards Kingdon. Again, I think the pink and black shirts is kind of looking around wondering who goes forward in this situation, because as it stands nobody was, and it meant that Bono and Kingdon with Jake Dennis behind them just had as much time as they wanted to pass between each other.
They're all looking at each other like, well, if you go, I'll go, and if you don't go, I don't go. I think it's got, one of them might have to be braver enough to trigger it, but hey, if I'm a City defender, I'm quite happy with how the QPR forwards are acting.
You certainly won't be complaining, would you, going in at half-time if it remains like this? Barton does well there, winning the foul.
That's what he does. He can keep the ball in tight areas so well, and he can draw fouls because players find it infuriating to play against him, which is great for us, of course.
Just those little small touches that completely change the, his own balance and where the ball is going. But now, with the overlap, QPR look to strike. They've managed to do so. Levelling, that is disappointing for the Bluebirds. Against the run of play, it must be said.
Well, we talked about the QPR wanting to press, and we saw that they just win the ball back and 5 of them go at once, and they managed just to squeeze the ball past Dennis. Really unfortunate goal from a City point of view. They'll be unhappy about that.
It's one lapse in concentration, really, isn't it? Work there by Apter, just beating the man. Nice a long ball forwards. St George's on the end of it. It's a corner kick for Cardiff City. Bit of direct play there from the Bluebirds. Good reward as Kingdon and DeBono look to come into the area. Corner kick comes in. Kingdon gets it down, but cleared again. Now he heads in again. Bono has a go on the volley, but Salomon is there. In no rush to clear or pass away though. Rolls it in the area. Bit of space in the middle of the park now for the R's. But Louis Giles just steps in, picks up that loose ball. Dennis to DeBono. Back to the keeper. Jack Kingdon, bit of pressure, but makes a turn. Dispossessed, however. And that is disappointing. Again, just a lapse in concentration. It's so quick, isn't it? That transition.
I think what might be the most annoying for coaching staff is that is so similar to the first goal, just pushing high, robbing the ball, and then you see the pink and black shirt swarming forward. There's again another similar finish into the bottom corner. But yeah, that'll be a real source of frustration, not only for the coaching staff but the whole team there.
Of course, with only 10 minutes left of this half as well. Pass goes loose. Perrett looking to chase it down. Salomon plays forwards. Salomon again. Back to his centre back. Ball gets into City half now. Kingdon to Apter. And the Bluebirds with the ball, just Kingdon again towards Apter. Smart ball to Manny Barton, but the touch is a bit much. Out for a throw in.
It's important not to panic. I think when you can see 2 quick fire goals in the manner that you do, I think it'll be quite easy to sort of change frantically what you want to try and do. It's important that City keep to what they're doing, because it's worked brilliantly for the first half hour, but just 2 lapses of concentration that's costing them.
foul given against Cardiff City.
Sort of very compact in the middle of the park for City. The forwards and defenders all coming in quite narrowly. Fullbacks holding their position, but really difficult for QPR to find a way through that middle of the park.
Yeah, I think for all the possession they've had, obviously it's quite telling that 2 goals they have had this evening have been from costly City mistakes with the ball at our feet.
Yeah, it's definitely something that needs to be addressed. A half-time potentially, just maybe take one less touch than you normally would. But yeah, always frustrating to concede, but to concede 2 of the same goal in just a matter of minutes, not a good sign at all.
I know Williams made an overlapping run here. He gets it from Perrett on this near side in towards Barton. Has he beaten the side trap? He has. Quickly recycling around. Barton, right-footed, sends it in to the area, but it kind of floats up before coming down, and Salomon is there.
Yes, need a little bit more pace on that cross. I would have tested the keeper a little more, but with the height the keeper has, it quite easy to just come out and reach up for that one.
Just looking for another gap in the armour there. Williams claims it for City. Pass it to the skipper. Back to Kingdon. A good 1-2 on that far side. So look to break forwards. Plenty of pink and black shirts around, however. Now in towards Apter, who's got space in the middle of the park. Lofts the ball towards the near side. Noel Williams now receiving, heads it towards Perrett. Bit of a coming together. Not entirely certain how that was a foul, but it's been given.
I thought Louis Giles earlier in that move did such a good job. Really good burst of space. Really good strength to shield off about 3 or 4 QPR players that are around him to recycle the ball back, and yeah, that foul sort of breaks up the move.
Gave City a really good just movement forward there, wasn't it? And space opened around Apter for him to operate in. Now that press from City been turned up a notch. Space resulting in the middle of the park, however. Dennis is out off his line to clear. It's a throw in for QPR. City perhaps looking to just catch the visitors off, it seemed. Perhaps you won't see a more blatant foul throw.
I can't believe they've just let that go.
We don't have cameras up here in the commentator's box, but I can assure you Sean was wincing at that.
Well, I've not played at that level. I know the wrong throw in when I see it.
Surely a push in the back there, but nothing for City, says the referee. Let's break into the opposition half. Good link up now. Perrett racing towards the ball and forcing a clearance, which has somehow gone in QPR's favour. Bit unfortunate there, I think. Troy Perrett. Now Salomon at the back. A couple of minutes left before the interval. Perhaps time for QPR to just slow things down a bit with the ball at their feet. Giles in the battle on that far side. He's won a foul though. Good work from Louis. Plays it to Jake Dennis. Kingdon back to the keeper. Bit of a slip there and QPR win the ball back. Fancy footwork and the Owls look to get towards the City area. Shots taken on, it bobbles up. Bit awkwardly, but Jake Dennis watches it. Collects it nicely enough in the end.
It's awkward when it bobbles up at the best of times, but when the pitch is as wet as it is and as slippy as it is, he has to be extra alert there, Dennis, and he was.
Now City perhaps get one final chance here, but they seem to be run down. Foul one in the end. Now Noel Williams on this near side, near the halfway line. Back to Kingdon, towards Perrett. Williams again. Options around him, to Kingdon he goes. A few seconds left. Regulation time. Can't imagine there'll be much added on here for the first half. Battle on that far side. Giles break free though, really good work from him. Left back spin. Promising so far. Fortunately the pass perhaps lets it down a little bit. Bono just gets a good head on that. Kingdon rather. Barton gets it forward, hoping to find a teammate, but instead the Owls now reset inside their own half. Now loose again, however. A few seconds left perhaps. Manny Barton's free on this near side. Played in. Crosses it. Demands a great sliding clearance there. Key interception, isn't it?
Yeah, I have to give him credit. I mean, this is what QPR have done to City in this first half, is punish those mistakes. I mean, it's almost come off here. Barton timed his run really well, but that is a vital block by the QPR defender because we had players lurking at the back there.
Yeah, Matthew Apter just ready to unleash a shot. I think the placement from Barton's about as good as you could get. Some top defending. Then swinging cross comes in for the corner kick. Perhaps a little overhit. Still in the area, still in play. City with the ball at their feet. Another corner kick. Good work there from Jake Davis, I believe, over on that far side. Just on the replay now. Good placement, I think, from Barton. Now Louis Giles stood over this one again. Give me a left swing, left-footed out swinger. Needs a good delivery. Short instead. 2-6 a shot on. And that can't have been wide by far as the referee's whistle goes for half time. plenty of talking points, I think, during the interval. Plenty to be discussed, I'm sure, in the City changing room. After what looked like a really promising start, unfortunately 2 quick-fire goals means that we are behind at the break by 2-1. We will catch you in 10 to 15 minutes time for the second half of Cardiff City under-21 versus QPR under-21s.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
to Cardiff City TV for the second half of this under-21s PDL fixture between Cardiff City and QPR. The score at half-time was 2-1 in favour of the visitors. Cardiff City having gone ahead through Troy Perrett before two quick-fire goals meant that Bluebirds were behind at the interval. Plenty of talking points, I'm sure, in the changing room at half-time. But hopefully plenty to look forward to here in Leckwith for this second half. 45 minutes of PDL action to come. I'm Tom Hopkins and I'm joined this evening as ever by Sean Misra. Sean, plenty to hopefully see City work on now after that brief 15-minute interval.
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of things to like in that first half performance. The way they were passing it round the back, the runs that were made down the wing, especially in the first half an hour. But then just those two quick-fire goals has sort of made everything a little bit more unclear. But we'll see what the half-time effect has had on this team.
City get it underway. Back to Dennis, who picks out a good mark with his kick. City now with the throw-in on the far side. Opted to go back. Goes to Dennis in turn. De Bono. Two's there in support. Kingdon goes for a really incisive pass forward, but Perrett not quite able to get the touch, and as the Owls look to break away, his foul is committed and free kick given. City win it back quickly enough though. Giles forward to Twos just breaking free, and after the other midfielder just helping out again, giving City a good platform to move forward from. Pass just taken a little quickly unfortunately there, and it's cut out nicely. Correction from Jaden Putman, who was effective down this near side in the first half. Fraser Neal now passing with the skipper Alex Wilkie as we go towards that far side there. Noel Williams just making his presence known. No.
QPR doing what City were doing for so long in that first half, just passing it around the back, and a bit too eager there.
Yeah, Two slightly overran it, didn't he? Came in a little hot. Bit of a warning from the referee, but no yellow card issued. Giles does well there to win that header. Twos back to Louis on the near side, finding De Bono, who in turn goes laterally towards Kingdon. And that ball forward again has been effective from skipper. Just cut out. Now City have a throw in. Kingdon towards Dennis. Finds Giles, who brings it down nicely.
I have to say, Dennis' distribution has been really good tonight, especially there, even when he's slipping, still manages to find Giles with that crossfield ball.
Yeah, he's been very precise, I think. And there's a write-off, I think, for a foul throw, perhaps from Louis Giles.
Wasn't going to bring it up.
No, well, we did in the first half. For QPR, I think it's only fair we do it when one of our players does it. We are, of course, nothing if not impartial.
Absolutely.
Tackle there. Just as Jake Davis looks to break away, Louis Giles with a much better throw-in that time. Now to Bono. To Kingdon. Good idea to find Giles there, but doing it back quickly enough. Dennis now, a bit of time. Let's do the Bono. That has dropped in. And triangles now on this near side. Great ball forward there though. By De Bono. Now Davis beats his man. Now on the near side, what's he going to do with it? On the left foot of his. Looks to cut in. Wins the throw in. Good work from Jake there. And that one was a foul throw, unfortunately. Don't think the referee can hear us, but...
Well, it was a good move though, Perrett finding those free pockets of space, and then Jake Davis, a bit of a quiet half overall, but that's an example of what we know he can do, and hopefully in the second half we can see more of that and he can help push City up the pitch.
Bono just marshalling his man there. And in comes the cross, bit of a test perhaps. Goes across the inner box and it's cleared out for a QPR throw in. Back into the QPR half. Fraser Neal goes to Matteo Salomon. Salomon lofts it forwards. Kingdon calm enough, just bring the ball down. Cool header. City can now reset. To Bono. Plays it forward towards Davis. Davis takes on one, beats him, takes on a second, and manages to recycle. Foul. Won by Matty Apter. Louis Giles eager to just get that ball going again quickly.
I think that might be Noah Williams down on the far side.
Trying to get back on his feet, Noah. Good man. Looks to be time for a change for Cardiff City, perhaps. Seems that Williams will be the substitute. Number 14, of course, being Jack Thomas. Shame, of course, that Noah is going off while injured. Taking a bit of a knock, but seems to be trying to walk it off. And Jack Thomas, of course, the substitute. Certainly more than able in the role, as we've seen in plenty of under-21s fixtures and before that 18s as well.
Yeah, shame for Noah, who's not only a part of the under-21s but played plenty of games for the under-18s as well this season, so hopefully for both of our academy teams, not too serious a knock for him.
No, plenty of young heads in this side tonight though, aren't there? For the 21s. Bit of contact there. Bit too much, says the linesman, who flags a foul by Louis Giles. Close call perhaps, but Louis certainly not happy with the decision. Now it's another set piece City will need to defend well from. I think that the next goal will be perhaps one of the most important ones of the night.
Obviously, if City get it, and go and see them maybe pulling ahead, but I think if QPR get the next one, they've shown they can defend quite resolutely, and they've shown they can be a threat at set pieces and on the counter, so very important.
Opting for the traditional set piece there, but that header goes wide. And that's a yellow card if I've ever seen one. Not sure what he's thinking there.
Well, we all have a moment of madness, don't we?
I wouldn't even call it dissent. Now Rangers just passing around the back a little, looking for a gap, and that press so very nearly pays off there. Does so now. City with the ball. Koby Mottoh's great effort from him. Jake Davis played, and that's a corner kick, well won. Good work from Twos and Davis between them.
You know what you're going to get with Koby Mottoh. It's just that getting to every ball, trying to win every second ball, and that was a really good press, and that's triggered everyone to push up the pitch. We'll see what happens with this corner.
Now Louis Giles with a set piece delivery. We've seen it on both sides. From the left back. Outswinger you'd expect on that left foot. Here it comes in. Collected this time by Salomon.
Similar to the Barton cross in the first half, just a little too floating, and for a keeper the size of Salomon, those are going to be really easy to get. I mean, just need a bit more whip on them, maybe lower flight trajectory, but yeah, Salomon's shown he's quite comfortable with those kind of balls into the box.
Again, that press being rather effective there, as Giles looks to just hold the ball up now. Nearly won it. Fancy footwork from him to find De Bono waiting. Now Twos. So close to perfection, isn't it? In finding Manny Barton. There's the press again. Davis this time leading it. City at the edge of the area. Barton not quite able to latch on to that, but Twos puts it forwards towards Perrett. Got the wide option, takes it in Jack Thomas. Thomas onto his left foot. 1-2 with Perrett. Here we are, Thomas on the goal line.
Really, really good pressing from the front in the start of the second half. Everyone's about 6 or 7, 8 players involved in that. And good from Jack Thomas, making an impact straight away when he's coming on.
A very lively player is Jack. And that exact kind of situation, you could have seen that going in, couldn't you? Just from an accidental home goal. And Giles goes short. Apter. Now that's cleared as far back as JT. Assesses his options and puts it forward towards Jake Davis. Slightly overhit, however. Perhaps the wind took that one. Yeah, good idea from Apter, I think, trying to find Manny Barton or even Troy Perrett in the area. Goal kick now, though. And Salomon. Caleb Dyke just entering the field of play. Substitute for QPR. Giles there heads down smartly towards Jake Davis, who've been really good on the left in the second half. Good link up there. Davis keeping up the press. Does well, and Apter's got it. Now to Bono. Cool in bringing that down and finding the skipper. Out to JT. Again looking lively. Bit of a coming together, and you would have thought perhaps called for a foul on Twos, but not the case. Kingdon, however, switched on. Twos there to pick up the loose ball before it runs out of play. Holding his old corner there, but nutmegs his man, and City now battling to get onto this ball on the edge of the area. Well cleared in the end. And that was close, wasn't it?
Salomon seemed to really take his time out. I thought Trey George was going to get there, but keeper just gets the ball away in time.
Good work there by Bono, just watched it. Headed it back forwards. Oh, nice idea by Bono. I think perhaps Davis caught a little flat-footed by it, however.
It's been a theme with this under-21 side this season. The fact they're not afraid to try things, try new ideas, especially going forward. As wow, there's just missing that final little detail, but here's an opportunity here.
I think that Money Barton perhaps just trodden on there accidentally. You can see right away, I think it's stung more than anything. And JT and Louis busted over this one. JT takes it. He has scored a good free kick earlier this season on this ground. Salomon in the end just collecting quite a high flying shot.
It's a kick that caused a lot of problems there with it, especially with the wind and everything, but just caught out their defence.
Louis Giles cautioned for a foul there. Now there's the opener, City's first and only goal of the night thus far. There's a good distance on this free kick. Looks to be some sort of deliberations going on over what's done with it. Struck for goal. Misses the mark, however. Jake Dennis did have to make a move towards it, however.
From this angle, they didn't look far off as well. Got plenty of power onto it, but I'm sure Dennis had it covered.
Unlucky there from Trey George, just missing out on that crucial touch, I think, to slow the ball down. Now the Owls have the City press to contend with once again. JT getting involved, forcing it back to Salomon. .5 minutes or so remaining.
Louis Giles perhaps just has to be a little careful now. Already on a booking.
He's been cautioned, and I'd consider this a fairly stern talking to, I imagine. A little bit of action off the ball from the left back. Now Dan Ola coming on for Manny Barton. Louis quickly takes that throw in towards Matty Apter. Kingdon then back to Davis, who does have to rush forward to take that kick as he's under a bit of pressure.
Obviously, it's good to see Dan Ola back on the pitch. Someone who's had a bit of a torrid times with injuries this last couple of seasons, but always good to see him back on the pitch.
He's a player who's got goals in him, that's for certain. That's just what you need at the moment. Ball there's of course well cut out by the R's. Putman again, who's been effective. Kingdon did just enough, I think, to take any sting out of that shot, and Dennis is looking to get the ball away quickly now, but not seen the right opportunity. Opts for Bono instead. Now Giles wrapped around him. Perrett ahead, and Davis looks to get away, but forces a good tackle there. Throw in now for City once again. Louis, who seems to be trying to take every possible set piece.
Yeah, why not? If you feel confident.
Cody Twos as well there with two men around him just to bring the ball down and keep it in possession of his team. Now that's a hell of a first touch, and how's a shot? Well, penalty for City, and that was all about the first touch, wasn't it, from Davis?
Absolutely, it's the crossfield ball combined with the first touch. Brilliant play all round and quite clear penalty.
Yeah, of course. Here we have it on that replay for Troy Perrett. Stands up to take it, but yeah, absolutely not touched the ball there. Davis looked set through, didn't he? Wouldn't really be complaining if I was the one who'd taken the shot immediately after the whistle went either. Here's Perrett. Brilliantly taken. Troy. Get City level. And I've got to say, I think it is deserved of the second half performance.
Yeah, definitely. I think City have... Their pressing from the front has been so key in this second half in particular, and they deserve to be rewarded for that. And a really confident penalty from Troy Perrett is second of the game.
It's a good brace for Troy. And deserved, I think, for his work off the ball as well as on it. Now, QPR will get us back underway. 20 minutes left, almost exactly. Are we going to see more of that direct play from QPR that we've seen little of? Right, Apter now, 35 yards or so out, with the ball at his feet. He's got Louis Giles supporting, goes to Louis, now Davis, on the near side, back to De Bono. Cody Toos has dropped in, as he'd want to do. Apter's now calling for it. He's got a pocket of space, but they go to Davis instead. Again on the near side. Davis just uses that turn of pace to get away from his man and does concede the throw-in, however.
It's been a real live wire, Davis, in this second half. He's moved from that sort of centre-forward spot where he was into the middle, and I think, from the middle out wide, and I think that's made a real difference in the second half.
Yeah, he's been very effective there, and I think that they've been playing around with that versatility that he has. You look at his goal-scoring record earlier this season, they did start playing him more offensively, and it's paid dividends. Again, he's just unpredictable on the ball, isn't he?
Absolutely. Even with when he was in the under-18s, it was just the number of goals he would score from all different positions, all across the front line. When he is in form, it is impossible to deal with.
Now, Louis Giles is very well there, just stepping over the ball, winning it. Now, Davis again. Seem to be just getting the ball to him as much as possible. Now here's Dan Ola, tight angle for him, squares it back however. JT's running onto it, takes a shot on left-footed. Apter in turn, Ola just got offside unfortunately. The really promising stuff, isn't it? And exciting.
Absolutely, what a powerful shot this is from Thomas. Really brave defending to get in the way of that, because that ball was travelling. And then Dan Ola there, just I think he knew he was offside, but might as well try your luck.
Yeah, you got to roll the dice sometimes, haven't you?
Whatever's been said at half-time has clearly had a real impact on City in this second half. Because from the off, in the first half it was good, the passing between the defence in particular, but this second half they've completely changed, really defending from the front, and it's made such a difference.
No, it really has. That intensity is there and the intent with it, but City, of course, suffering, I think, in the first half from perhaps two individual just lapses of concentration leading to those goals, and QPR playing to their strengths and swarming into the area when they had the ball as they did. Good tackle there, and another. Lively the last 10 minutes or so, really has been. Now foot race and JT's on it. Helps out his keeper, does just enough. Dennis gets it away. Looks towards Davis, but it's not quite been hit as he'd have liked. Throw in for the Bluebirds though. Here's Louis. Options and goes forwards. Gains some ground there. Goes again. Jake Davis in a bit of space near the corner flag. Referee looked like he was going to call that one, but
Thought about it.
decided against it. Thank you, referee. Now Kingdon. Trey George just gets the foul there. Kingdon obviously spurred him towards the skipper just to help him out a little. Now Giles and Bono back and forth to Jake Dennis between the goals. Blind pass unfortunately there. City now just need to remain switched on. Dennis gets it out for a throw in to the visitors. On the near side, plenty of blue shirts just surrounding the R's, but cross is delivered and it's gone right out for a throw-in. Really overhit. By Archie O'Brien, the substitute. To Solomon. Now Ola pressing. Well won on that far side, and good job by Trey George. Unfortunately, this does now look to break as they get into the City half. Louis Giles had to stand up his man here. Does so very well, conceding the corner kick, but crucial left foot, isn't it?
Yeah, and knowing he's on a yellow card as well, he knew how to be really careful, stand his ground, but he did really well there.
Of course, yeah, inside the area. We've just had one penalty kick in our favour. We don't want to be giving any away. Referee just calls for a new ball. There is that penalty kick on the replay. Sent Salomon the wrong way. Troy Perrett picked up his second of the night. Now QPR ready. With the corner kick, it's an outswinger. Down it comes, a bit of a scramble inside the area, but Jack Kingdon's there. Just covers the ball well enough and lets Jake Dennis pick it up. Now there's a foul on the halfway line. Putman given the yellow card.
Good play by Perrett. There's a really good awareness, knowing if he can get the ball past, they will foul him, and that's what's happened. Been a really good game from Perrett so far.
It's been a great outlet for City. Jack Kingdon now just puts it forwards. But not quite able to connect to this one, however. Quick passing up the field by QPR now on the halfway line. Ola does well, just involves himself. QPR now again. No half and twos. Brilliant work from him there. And unfortunate that Perrett's not able to just kill the ball as he'd liked with that first touch. Shots taken on and sent wide. Goal kick for Cardiff City.
Oh, you could see if Perrett had that touch. Getting the bodies in front of him, it was on there, but QPR race up the other end, and strike isn't going to test Dennis, but a real end-to-end feel as we enter these final 10 minutes.
Yeah, certainly. I think that we wouldn't be having this unless the score was level. Been really entertaining. This second half in particular, I feel, even though it's had far fewer goals. Tanola again now. He's got this, he's only been on a few minutes comparatively, so want to be just pressing as much as he can, getting himself about. Seems to be the kind of player he is.
And both substitutes, Ola and JT have come on, made a real impact and have been really crucial to that press. So they have to praise management as well as those players.
You're absolutely right there. And another substitute who's been very lively, JT. Louis just kills the ball with his first touch. Sets up that ball down the line. Good press by Davis as well, just to win that throw in. Louis in a bit of space, but he'll take the throw in instead, it seems.
I thought there may have been a chance for a quick one there of the QPR defender off the pitch, but
Davis did well, I think, with that first touch, and I thought he might have won the corner kick, but not to be. Good work from Jake. Now Perrett trying to press. Apter brings it towards George. Now on the far side. Beats the one man, but Cody can't beat a second, unfortunately, and QPR now into the City half. Jack Kingdon committing a foul there as that shot is drilled in at the far post. Not much anybody could do about that shot, unfortunately. It's a great finish.
7 goals you can overrun, but that is, he's just cut inside. Louis Giles maybe lost him a little bit, but take nothing away from the finish. That is a cracking strike.
Obviously from a City perspective it's a bit gutting to be conceded in that way, but not to take anything away from the quality of the goal.
One from Dennis, almost. Ola and Davis both go for it together, but can't quite combine to get it. So that'll be a QPR throw-in on this near side. Now with a lead to protect for the R's, these final 6 minutes plus stoppage time. DeBono battles well, shields the ball. But Kingdon can't quite find a teammate with that header. Bit of space out on this far side for QPR. They come forward now. Dennis off his line well.
Now JT on the far side. Beats 2. Trey George now. Safely back. JT again. Try Perrett. Looks for Davis and gets him. On that right foot he goes towards the area. Takes a shot and it just floats up a little higher than he'd have liked. It's not quite got the dip on it. Good effort nonetheless.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Might as well cut in, have a shot. Plenty of power behind it. It's not the accuracy.
Harry Watts now on for Matthew Apter. Final few minutes here in Leckwith. City just narrowly behind and looking for that equaliser. Salomon sends it long from the goal kick. Won by DeBono. Giles wins the header there. Flicked on towards Davis. He's looking for it. Keeping up the pressure. Wins the throw in. Good work by Davis. Louis goes to just take the throw in. Options around him and goes for twos. Keeps it in play. Twos now. Does well. Throw in for City. Giles again just sends it back to DeBono. Jake Dennis. DeBono again. Not comfortable to look forward though and goes back to Dennis. Once more. Sends it forward to Ola. It's really well placed kick. Davis looks to bring it down, but it's just glanced off his right foot. Throw in for the visitors. Unlucky by Jake, of course, there.
Yeah, and he's shown plenty of good touches this evening. Just that one just eluded him in the end.
Yeah, of course, that touch that won us the penalty kick. Just terrific, sublime stuff. Combined with a brilliant ball. Now Jack Thomas looking for that crossfield kick towards Jake Davis. Brings it down, he does so. Bit of a foot race now against Salomon. Keeper does well. Really quickly off his mark. Little less than 2 minutes remaining of the 90 here. Committed by Watts. Yellow card right away for the substitute.
A bit harsh so early after coming on, but
yeah.
Under 18's captain, of course, Harry Watts.
Good of him. Well, good for him, of course, in that academy game plan to be playing in these matches. Then it's a couple of minutes here and there, I imagine, for the time being with the 21s, but valuable experience nonetheless.
Absolutely, plenty of talent across the academy, especially the under 18s, who have had a very, very good season so far.
Jack Thomas does well there. Wins the goal kick. Probably against the odds, to be honest with you. City now one last chance perhaps as we enter the 91st minute of play. Watts towards JT, left-footed cross towards that back post. He overhit it though, unfortunately.
You'd imagine there will be a fair bit of added time here. There was a long stoppage for injury for a QPR player midway through this second half. Penalty, of course, so could be a couple of opportunities for City here.
Salomon just sends it long into the City half. Header is missed though, and Giles is there just battling, trying to win that second ball. Bono does well, sliding in and winning the ball. Now Perrett goes back to JT. 1-2 with Troy. Throw in for Cardiff City. Get this one taken quickly, I'm sure they're thinking. Jake Dennis to Elias Bono. Davis hit that one well. Have they been able to keep this one in play? They are indeed. Nothing says the referee, and it's a throw in now. Charles is there, heads it back. Now a real foot race. Trey George having a go. Putman does well though. QPR passing around the back a little, but that City press is still there. Now Giles does get a touch. Back to Louis on this near side. And Watts just unable to get foot on the ball. As the R's get into the City area, it's back out, but QPR still have the ball. The link up isn't there. It's a throw in for Cardiff City. Not sure how much longer is left.
The referee has had one look at his watch.
Now Davis with the ball at his feet, wins the free kick. Louis Giles doesn't send it up the pitch, instead it's now passed around the back a little before going forwards towards Jack Thomas. On the far side is Jack. Still got the ball here, under pressure. Beats his men. That is cleared, and a throw in for Cardiff City. One last play perhaps to come. City I think will need to act fast here. Throw in for Cardiff City. Referee's looking at that watch again. Looking for Jake Davis. Throw in for QPR.
I think Davis just landed a little awkwardly there. Hopefully just a bit winded has made a real impact in this second half.
Certainly has. Real spark for Cardiff City. Throw-in goes forwards. Referee brings Jake back on. Harry Watts just tries to get the ball forward.
Bit unorthodox from Dennis, that.
And that's full time here in Leckwith between Cardiff City and QPR. Under 21s level in the PDL. Defeat for Cardiff City. Fought back, of course, to level from being 2-1 down with a Troy Perrett brace, but at one moment of quality, I think, towards the end, the last 10 minutes, and QPR secure all 3 points with an absolute wonder strike.
Yep, sometimes you just need that little moment of quality in a game like that, and it was QPR, unfortunately, who got it today. But a very strong second half from the Bluebirds, I thought.
We will leave you with the highlights here in Leckwith. I'd like to thank you for joining us. Cardiff City TV.